It's Alien Song. When you put in Google Alien Song, you will find her. So, Mr. Secretary of the State. So, we start with the first question. What kind of hazards are there in this video?
I think that floor is slippery.
Okay.
Sorry. It's very sorry. Is no time to say.
Technical careless माथिबाट फस्यो भन्छ त्यो टेक्निकल वायर
strength of wire.
Maybe the earthquake.
manufacturing
You have to say it again so you can break it down.
All of a sudden something is coming. There is no time.
Yeah.
No time to
Yeah.
read of it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden
The stage was dark only, so she couldn't see what is happening. Just she wanted to survive.
not enough light. So hazard always usually come all of a sudden, and then you have to prepare for that.
Can you print this down as well? Hazards comes suddenly or unexpected.
Sudden, unexpected,
accident
Okay.
suddenly
unexpected.
So how can you eliminate these hazards?
Double check.
Preparation. There is no other way.
You have to add overload also.
Not overload.
Not
Not overload.
Not being that hazardous.
Yeah. That's an
Avoid.
yeah.
Avoid.
Not too fast. The Secretary of State has to print it down.
Avoid.
I feel like hazard cannot be eliminated. There will always be hazard, but the exposure and the risks can be reduced and
Yeah.
or
Risk
controlled and
management.
eliminated. The
Yeah.
hazard will always
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah.
We cannot eliminate
Yeah.
hazard.
Minimize. We can minimize it.
We can minimize the exposure and we can minimize the risks.
Yeah. And you said the lady shouldn't be in this point.
I didn't say it is absolutely there.
Huh?
Wrong person in that place and wrong time. This is
That's what you said. Okay, yes.
wrong time
yeah, wrong time. Yeah, absolutely.
wrong time the danger
Maybe polarization also there.
I think there was too much sound pollution because of that.
Too loud. The disco music was too loud.
Reduce vibration. अर्को पोइन्ट चाहिँ एफिसिएन्ट 6 लाउनु पर्यो
I didn't understand.
आगतिया 106 अध्यायको आगतिया
वेयर द सेफ्टी
Safety tools.
layer of safety.
Safety gear.
Helmet.
You are already here, huh?
Minimize.
Yeah.
And this data
Okay.
Routine check-up.
Routine checkup.
Routine checkup.
Maintenance.
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 So, what do you think? Is she guilty for her death?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably yes.
Probably yes. So, why not? Why yes?
She was just doing her job. She was singing,
Yeah.
and the thing that fell on her, it was not under her control.
Yeah.
So it was the duty of the management. They should have checked whether it's like tied up
Yeah.
right or not.
Yeah.
She was just doing her job. She was acting and singing.
Yeah. Why yes?
She had other alternatives, you know. She could be some other place.
Dancing in the outside.
And there he is.
Guilty of her profession. Guilty of her profession. So when you build a skyscraper, you're guilty of your profession. You know?
She has only one eye, so she cannot see.
Yes, right. She could not, you know.
The sides.
Yeah, no, stereo. Yeah.
This is not okay. One eye is not sharp. One eye is more sharp.
Okay.
50-50.
50-50. Okay. So no, I'm very clear. She is not guilty.
Yeah.
She was a very lovely woman, coming from far away, traveling a long time to sing on earth, and then
50% chance is there that she is guilty, because on those stage program, these artists go and do the checkup. And like you told that you went through the slides and came here today, like those artists also go before the concerts or performance 2 hours ago, and they analyze all the situation, and they make sure that they don't fall under hazardous. If they don't do, there are such cases. In Nepali cases also.
That happened here.
what type? Now we are getting serious. Huh? Now we are going away from this lady. Now we are going to a serious point. What types of occupational safety are there?
There is no safety.
How can we minimize?
Yes, there is safety. There is a lot of safety.
Physical safety.
Maybe I help you. That's the thing I thought you wanted to say. It would be possible to put a fence under this mirror ball so nobody can stand there and can be hit. You know. So that would be sort of signalization or room management or whatever, something like this. You know, I would say
Stage
room
management.
Stage management.
Danger zone sign.
You know, soon, however, I'm glad I don't have to write it. So that's one. Now we are looking for things like this.
Material. What kinds of material we
Yeah.
use?
Material.
This is
So
the
sort
standard.
of check the material.
There should be a standard of what material we use.
Yeah,
It should not go like below that standard.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you heard about this fire we had in Switzerland with so many deaths New Year's Eve. Maybe you heard about it. And if not, it's okay. But they choose the wrong material, so it went in fire very fast. So this was exactly this. It was the wrong material, and it was chosen years before. Yeah. I think for her it's too late. And insurance, that's a good point. You know, the insurance company we have in Switzerland, they have a certain amount. If you lose a thumb, a hand, a leg, they know it's called, you know. But if you lose it, you know, some rupees for my thumb? No way. No way. So insurance is not, it's not, yes, this one we can. Because when the insurance makes you do things less safe or not thinking, that's the wrong approach.
Insurance and after the
So he has an insurance company.
Okay, what else? What is she? What could she do?
Wear a helmet.
Wear a helmet, yes. She could protect herself. Yeah.
So, in the video, when she stands up from the seat, the seat fell down. I think she is not aware about her surrounding, like, because it's one of the hazardous things, because the seat fell down, I was thinking like somebody would come and trip on the chair, but suddenly the mirror wall falls. So I think she is not aware of how,
Scanning
what is
the
happening
surroundings.
because of that.
Yeah.
Cognitive presence.
Yeah. So awareness would be something.
Yeah, we all are sitting here, how can we scan?
Only scanning surrounding.
Even though she would have the safety helmet, wouldn't work.
Yes, it is. Yes.
They have gone together with the
It
helmet.
was okay. That was all over the body.
And the other thing is, you know, with this.
Yeah, okay.
So I think instead of helmet, we should put a body, because her body was squashed. No? Her
Armor.
head was outside of
Body
the
armor.
A cage. Okay. So what else? What else is
Maybe we could create a robotic version of
one thing is missing. The person who fixed this mirror ball, or was this person well trained? Did the person know what she was doing? Was the person aware of the risk for others when
he was
fitting it? So things like this is also occupational safety. Occupational safety is not only about myself, it's also protecting others. And when I say that's even worse, if you know because of something you did, someone else is dying or is injured badly, that's again, how can you sleep? You know, it's you are responsible as a person to make for the occupational safety of others.
Skill, responsibility.
And take responsibility for others.
Technical
responsibility.
So take responsibility for others. और बता दो
It's related to quality work, but it's a little bit another thinking of quality work.
So is it professional ethics? So they have to fix properly because the one who is fixing that one needed also.
Yeah, exactly.
Professional ethics.
Well done, staff.
And you know, with this fire, that's what the courts are doing now. They are looking who chose the material, who was guilty, who, there were controls, but they did not see it. So now they are looking who is guilty for this. But for the how many 30 people dying in this fire, it makes no change. Actually, they died, and the other are badly insured. So. But now the court. But then it's too late. You know, when the case is in the court, you don't have. Yeah.
So
And
actually,
as an owner of this place, how can you leave? Difficult. And he did not want it. Nobody wants an accident to happen. Usually, maybe mafia, but you know. Okay. So now these we can do two different types of occupational safety. We can sort of divide them in two different types. One is things that I can apply actively. I can wear a helmet. I can wear the right clothing. So there is an active part, and things like stage management. When I put a fence, this is passive. So I don't have to think. There's a fence. I don't go there. And in my opinion, active is much more important than passive. Because passive, when it's not working, you have a problem. And it does not make you think. Because when the fence is missing once, for some reason, so it's much better when you are attentive and you look, then you trust there is always a fence when there is something. In Switzerland, when they clean the floor, they always put yellow signs, wet floor, be careful. And sometimes the signs stay for one day because they forget to take it away. So it makes no sense, signalization makes sense when it's correct, but when you have signs which mean nothing or fences for nothing. So I think all the active things are much better. So now we go from 1 to 8, and we make A and P or something, active, passive. So number 1 is passive, yeah. Checking materials. Active, yeah. It's not active from the person, but from the place, or yeah. Maintaining standards. Sometimes it's difficult to say what is it exactly. It's if I conduct the maintain, or I apply the maintaining standards, it's active, but the standards itself, it's sort of passive. So you see, it's AP.
in the context and
Yeah.
Active.
Active.
Helmets active.
The helmet, safety gears is active. Is active, yes.
This is both passive and active. From management side, is it like once you check, not will finish whole day for that day. So once you check, finish. But for who is using, he has to be more active. That's it.
Yeah, but it should be also for the management active, I would say. Because you have to do it always, and at the end, as the manager, it's your responsibility. Now in this place with this fire, they go for the manager because he is responsible for the whole place. Although, so I think I would make just an active, and I wouldn't say it's passive, but it's. I know what you mean, but I think I would put it Professional ethics.
Massive.
Why passive?
Ethics is somewhere you know, you have to follow this and this is not intended, but still, like we are not much active.
So the person who is responsible, so he should actively follow the. So he is talking about if I build the house, maybe 10 years later, the other people come and stay. So I need to predict that even now. And sometimes in the highway when we're driving, we put this car where that also other people can be. So that way, what I do also can.
And also, the material has lifelong, how many years we can. So if I build the house, it's the time spent for it's 10 years.
Big
I'm
things
using
less
for
for
10 years.
तर जसले खर्च गर्यो चाहिँ
So,
First versus
Wait.
versus
yes, go on. This is a hard
It's a
thing.
executive.
This is a hard thing. Professional ethics, or it's a hard thing. But also take responsibility. It's a hard thing. It's the willingness to follow this rule. It's a hard thing. And at the end, putting a helmet is also a hard thing, because you have to have the will to use it. With Elio, he would go out with his he has a scooter, but it's a sort of a small scooter. He went to school with it, and he always would forget the helmet at home. So I said, no, it's a safety gear. We don't talk about safety gear. There I was putting the boss hat, like in your company. You need to, when it's occupational safety, you are not only vocational trainer. The vocational trainer would explain why you have to wear it. And the boss who is responsible, he would say, and you have to wear it. Because it's my responsibility that you have all fingers in the evening. So you have to wear it. This is something you have to be strict. You are the boss. You are to say, I want it like this. I don't, there's no way. So I did the same with Elio, with the helmet. So this was one of the few things I would not discuss with him. I would just say, the occupational safety you have. And now for him, in his job, it's completely clear. He wears his special shoes. He wears the clothing they provide, because when you have long sleeve with machinery, you're sometimes in the machine or so things like this, and safety goggles, things like this. It's no discussion. In Switzerland, this is usually no discussion. Because also the business owners, they know if something happens, it's going to be terribly expensive. Okay, Kaizen. Active, passive. I would say active. And occupational safety is part of Kaizen as well. So it's inside out, outside in. So it's okay. Are there any questions about this?
One thing, so you told that the man is not guilty because in all of sudden happens.
Yeah.
We are making the list here.
Yeah.
It's passive.
Yeah.
And sometimes you are blaming who is the victim.
Yeah.
Sometimes you are not blaming who is not able to do the responsibility properly.
Yeah.
And because of his fearlessness or maybe
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yeah. I completely agree with you. Yeah.
Very difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very difficult. Yeah. Yeah. I completely agree with you. And this well we have this in several cases like if men abuse women, sometimes we say the woman is guilty because she did not cover the body correctly or things like this. So which is absolutely nonsense. It's not. We don't talk about things like this. It's just
Sometimes
the victim is. The victim is not guilty, usually. Yes, Now, when you don't wear your helmet and something happens, yes, you are guilty because. Yeah. Okay. How about the time? Oh, 31. 31. 1 minute. Yes, we go on after the break.